Hi guys, you're very welcome, and today I want to talk to you about guilt and abuse and the guilt that we hold on to when we have been abused is not our guilt, but we hold on to it. The abuse I'm talking about is any kind of abuse that you have been traumatized by, be it verbal, emotional, physical, mental, sexual, anything. It's the effect it has had on you that is so important that we look at. And because we are traumatized by abuse and we take on this guilt, but the guilt actually doesn't belong to us, it belongs to the perpetrator. But we have this sense of loyalty, and it's a misplaced loyalty. And we don't want anybody to know. I know I was like this anyway. I didn't want anyone to know what was going on in my home. So my loyalty was to the person that was there, that was causing the trouble, we'll say. And the guilt of me speaking up for myself was one thing. And I didn't want to upset the other person. And guess what I was saying to myself? But I love him. And how many times have you said that to yourself? If you're in a situation today that I was in, and it could be happening in your home now, it could have happened previously, but you are still stuck and you're silent because the guilt that you feel. And we turn it around then and we're saying, well, did I cause it? Maybe if I didn't say this, or maybe if I had said that, whatever it is. But we take the responsibility away from the perpetrator and we take it onto ourselves and we hold that in us. We hug it because of the guilt. We hold all that fear in us and we don't let it go. And for me, I know it was extremely difficult to let it go because I felt guilty for what was going to happen before it even happened. And the other thing is, I knew that if I spoke up, then I would have to do something. And I didn't know if I was courageous enough to do it. So for me, I went around and it was like, shh, don't talk about it. This is me telling myself, don't mention it, it will go away. Shh, to quieten the thoughts in my head. And if a program came on the telly, that was a big one, and there might have been some sort of abuse in it, I would shiver in my seat watching that because the guilt would rise in me. And I wanted to say, that's what's going on here. But I couldn't. I couldn't because the guilt was just there. And I had guilt around my children as well because I was thinking what will happen to them. I had all the stories going around in my head. But the gift I gave myself was letting go of the guilt and saying it. And if you're in that position today too, you cannot save somebody else from the consequences of their behaviour, but you can save you. And you can save you for the future, you can save you from the present, because you can't change the past, but by God you can change your present, and you can certainly change your future when you let go of the guilt. Can you see you in my story? It's time to take action because life is short. I'm always saying this, and life is precious. It really is. And remember, if it was okay to do it, it's okay to say it. That is one of my favourite things that I learned in my recovery. You thought it was okay to treat me like that? Well, I'm going to make it okay to say it. And do it afraid. Just do it afraid because you won't regret it. The fear will rise. We're always going to be afraid of something. But you deserve to have a better life. And only you can give it to you. So I hope that's helpful. And thanks for watching as always.